And as is the case most nights, we've got a lot of talent in the backcourt for both of these squads, Clark.
Yeah, there's so many outstanding shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooter's league is what you see most of now.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Nas Reed out there with Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. Now here's Conley, outside Edwards. Fires from deep. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist.
Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
Jones against Conley. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul.
And you hope this early foul doesn't dissuade his aggressiveness.
Johnson against McDaniels. Shot left block. And that one's good. Starks.
In the NBA, you let anyone shoot inside 5 feet, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage.
Outside Conley. Reed passes to Edwards. Towns with the ball. Lets it go from 14. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Brad?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
And he can't get the first one.
You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
And he sinks the second. You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% three, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few. Well, I think this is the start they want. Come out and put some points up early. 3 or 4 so far.
Johnson against McDaniels. Six on the shot clock. That shot, no good. Johnson with the defensive effort. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Here's Starks. He shoots again. And he lays it in. 7 points in the game.
I love his tenacity. Extra possessions, second chance points. That's winning basketball.
Pass to McDaniels. Now here's Towns. Tightly guarded. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
You got to respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge, and keeps coming.
Now here's Jones. In his last outing, he had 11 points. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
It goes on Mike Conley.
Something you can't put a price tag on. The Minnesota Timberwolves game last season. Playoff experience. Young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
Jones hits them both. So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play.
And this kind of sixth slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam capturing the moment.
You know, Edwards is still tweaking his three-point shot, but it sure looked good there.
Pass to Starks. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Oh, good D by Edwards. Minnesota's gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Floats one. Rebounded by the Spurs. Coming off a win against the Blazers.
And that one, the other team could not keep up with them offensively. They were prolific.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
Towns down low. He's coming off a 25-point game against Brooklyn.
Relentless on the glass. Boards are largely about how much you want it.
And that was the mobile one drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
Yeah, taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
Here Starks. They grab their own miss.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
On the break. Here's Sohan. And yep, it's good.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
And Minnesota calls time here. You know, they beat the Spurs during their last encounter in San Antonio.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
So both teams changing it up here. And Minnesota has possession. 7-point differential. Pass to Noel. Here's Towns. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Towns has got 7 points.
A high percentage shooter from the field. Towns recognizes what good shot selection is.
Here's Bassie, covered by Towns. Bates Diop. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Outside, Anderson. Pass to Prince. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Towns. Tries a 10-footer. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
Now Vassell to the paint. Tries it from the block. Again, the Spurs score.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
The Timberwolves trail. Pass to Alexander Walker. Now here's Anderson. Takes a 13-footer. Bassie pulls it in. Vassell outside. Here's Starks. From down in the low post, it goes. He's got 13.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shot for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Pass to Noel. Deflected. Now here's Grant. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
And this kind of selfless...
Substitution on the court.
Here's Conley. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And the postseason is always something to look forward to in the NBA. Grant, as a player, when you're in there, how different is playoff basketball from the regular season?
Well, first of all, B.A., it's the best time of the year. Playoff basketball, the intensity raises to another level. Both teams making adjustments within the series. You have to know your counters. Really, at the end of the day, it's who wants it more and who can execute on both ends of the floor with the most consistency throughout the series.
We've got Zach Collins, and it's Jones in at the point. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. Pass to Prince. Fires the three. Yes. Great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one.
And you know Prince is feeling it when he takes this shot. Love the confidence.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Conley passes to McDaniels. Back to Conley. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Shot clock at 6. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got his 4th rebound in this one.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And how about our AT&T 5G Slam Cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. Here's Prince. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Pass to Reed. Launches it. No good there. San Antonio goes the other way with it. Outside Jones. Here's Starks. Again, the Spurs score.
Earning his money on the interior tonight. That's a nice move.
Minnesota's gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Back to Conley. McDaniels from long range. No good. And that makes him 0 for 3. The Spurs have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Pass to Starks. Takes the 3. Hits the three-pointer. He's got 24.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And here's Edwards. And here's Reed. Collins defending. Reed against Collins. High post Reed. Coming in off 12 points in his last outing. To end the drought. McDaniels can't hit. The Spurs have gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second.
Hi, guys. Captain Clutch in their last game against the Trailblazers was a man on a mission. He contributed 40 points. And then you look at the steals, the blocks, terrific all-around performance from him. He put up significant numbers. So the question becomes, can he do it again?
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Bassie, he's checked in for San Antonio. To the inside. Prince with the bucket. Prince has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, nice strong finish that time by Taurean Prince.
Pass to Sohan. And that one's good. And the Spurs lead by 20.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And that one's good from Conley.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
To the wing on the left. Back to Jones. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Second personal foul.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
Something else that stands out is how they've gotten out in transition. Their speed has kept the defense on their heels.
And the Spurs making a change here. Vassell's checked in. Karl Anthony Towns is checked in for the Timberwolves. Double team on Towns. Here's McDaniels, and he comes up with a bucket.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there. You know, one of the things that sets McDaniels apart is his ability to guard virtually any position on the floor. He creates major matchup problems with that versatility.
Here's Jones. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Outside McDaniels. Back to Conley. There's the three. Rebounded by the Spurs. Talking about McDaniels' defense, that's how he got a lot of minutes early in his career.
You know, a lot of guys make their mark defensively early on, which buys them time to develop in other areas. And it's an ideal way for young players to contribute right away. If you're stressing defense, then he's a guy that you want on your team.
Ray Jones at the line for two.
That's good from Jones.
Yeah, just knocking down every free throw. I mean, I love to see this kind of efficiency.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
Mamukelashvili's checked in for San Antonio. Bates Diop comes in for Johnson. Anderson's checked in for Minnesota. Noel comes in for McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's on Devin Vassell.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back, and when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
And both free throws good for Edwards.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Pass to Starks. Launches a three. Connects from downtown. He has 29 now.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
Back to Conley. A minute 15 left to play in the first half. Shoots from 12. Connects. The jumper drops. Conley's got 7 points in the game, and you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. He's got 9.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
To the middle. Here's Starks. And that one is hammered home.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Vassell against Edwards. Knocked away. Now the Spurs moving it up the floor. And he lobs it up top. And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
There's 18 seconds left in the second period. Now Towns, 11 points in the game. And the bucket is good.
You know, this is what makes Towns an all-star kind of talent. I mean, his ability to get it going and pile up points in a hurry.
And so it's San Antonio ending the quarter with a 20-point edge. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. So it's Minnesota now on the court for the Timberwolves. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Naz Reid. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. Here's McDaniels. Count the basket. McDaniels got his second bucket.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
Yeah, they have a long way to go, but attacking the rim like that is a great way to start a comeback.
He buries it from three.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
Pass to Edwards. Now here's McDaniels. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up. An opportunity at a three-point play.
Shooting for Minnesota, Naz Reid. Shooting one.
And the free throw, no good. You know, Naz Reid initially went undrafted in 2019.
Hey, B.A., that happens to plenty of talented guys. The NBA is a hard league, and a lot of good players have to sometimes go through things to make it. Luckily, systems like the G League give players like Naz Reid an opportunity to grow and go there. So you keep growing like Reid did, and eventually you might find yourself in the NBA.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Here's Conley. 9 points in the game. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. From 13, McDaniels can't hit.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will of taking control on the glass.
Yep, that one goes.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Conley against Jones. The floater. The shot by Conley, no good. San Antonio has gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. Outside Jones. Pass to Sohan. Clock at 6. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Hey, that's just their first turnover. Overall, they've done a great job taking care of the ball.
And that's one more key to their lead, guys. I mean, they're creating opportunities for each other and not the other team.
Graham's checked in for Jones. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Noel, he's checked in for Conley.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Stolen by Reid. Johnson against McDaniels. Noel. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
One of the many skills that Towns brings every night is his offensive rebound.
And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Pass to Starks. Edwards pulls it in.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
McDaniels from long range. The rebound by the Spurs.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Here's Sohan, covered by Towns. Right side, Graham. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go.
Substitution on the court.
30 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Starks. On the wing, Vassell. McDaniels covering. Vassell's shot is good. Vassell's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Things started to click for him in the second half. You can tell the focus and the intent is all there.
Here's Towns. To stop the run. No luck on that one.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And, you know, you got to be careful. This is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
And so it's San Antonio holding a massive 34-point lead to end the quarter. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. We'll be right back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Doug McDermott, and it's Mamukelashvili in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. Inside, here's Starks. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 42.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Here's McLaughlin. And he can't get that one. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Here's Starks. Outside Robinson. Pass to Starks. McLaughlin with the rebound.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And in international soccer, we see the worst teams relegated to a lower tier.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Bassi. Back to Graham. Here's Bates Diop. And there's a 3-second violation. Some changes for Minnesota. Prince comes in for McDaniels. And Rivers is subbed in for Conley. Minnesota has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Now Reed. Back to Rivers. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And it really took a while, but they've started to find their form. And this run's making the deficit look a little bit more respectable.
Clearly going to take a lot of work, no doubt about that, but it's not impossible. You need plays at both ends of the floor, and you got to have a bunch of them.
Outside Edwards. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
That's a costly error. Well, let's see how they bounce back.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
McDaniels is checked in for Minnesota. Noel comes in for Rivers. Banked it in off the glass.
It's like he needed that halftime break to gather himself. Now he's starting to get his confidence back here.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to Noel. And here's Edwards. 6 to shoot. Here's Noel. The kick out to Edwards. Knocks down the triple.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
Here's Sohan. Well, Grant, we're seeing players extend their careers. Often diet plays a big role. How important was that in your day, and how important do you think that is now?
It's so important. The food you put into your body, the rest, the recovery, all of that plays a role in extending your career.
Nasty right there.
There it
Oh, my
goes.
goodness, that was wicked.
What a nasty finish. Yeah, great find from Sohan. This is why his guys like playing with him.
And here's the mobile one drive. A great move to get right to the cup.
Yeah, that's a little icing on the cake right there. Putting on a show while they enjoy a big second half lead.
Out to the right wing. Here's Noel. The 11-footer. That one's wide left.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
Here's Starks. No good on the three. Minnesota has gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. Oh, a heat check there, but it's off target.
Boy, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Oh, he drains it. His 6th make in 9 tries so far.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Here's Towns. And too long on the shot.
2 minutes
The
remaining.
Spurs have gone
in
7 of
2
14
minutes.
here in the fourth from the floor. Pass to Sohan. Right side Johnson. Here's Starks. No good with the triple. The Timberwolves shooting an even 50% since the fourth quarter got underway. Here's Edwards. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
At the line for the
And a moment to
Timberwolves.
check out the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, they found success off the drive, creating a lot of buckets by getting into the teeth of the defense.
You know, another thing that stands out to me is their passing in this game. I mean, they've done a tremendous job sharing the ball and setting each other up for success.
Robinson gets the bucket.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Spurs.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
Add this one to the win column. Their 57th of the year.
And they did everything out there they needed to do in the final game of this season series, finishing with a winning record of 3-1 against the Timberwolves.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Captain Clutch.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
Lets it fly. Rebound Minnesota.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why. Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they shown this kind of fight earlier.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Back to Graham. On the wing, McDermott. Pass to Mamukelashvili. It's rebounded by Rivers. Here's McLaughlin. And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
Thank you once
Well,
again
folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
Need some help? I see you want to sharpen those passing skills. Let's get you going. Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do. Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Let's go.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man. Let's get to work. Here's what we're going to do.
We've been ready. We're waiting your team. We got this, don't worry. Oh, you done? You done?
The last game of the season is always surrounded with a lot of hope. Playoff hopes for most teams, and Greg, hopes for the future for the others.
In one way or another, every player is happy to reach this point, either so they can finally get their playoff run started or so they can get their well-deserved rest in the offseason.
And the starting group for the Spurs, they've got Jones. Also, Starks out there. Collins is out there with Johnson. And it's Sohan in at the power forward. Here's Green. Over in the corner, Doncic. The pass to Sohan. Back to Jones. And he makes good on the layup.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
The San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. Irving's shot is good.
Well, three-level scorers will use the mid-range when it's given. Kyrie Irving did exactly that.
Here's Starks. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Bullock passes to Irving. And no good. And the Spurs going the other way now. To the middle, here's Starks. Yep, it counts. Starks has got his second bucket.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
And the Mavs fans are hoping this team, Doris, is poised to repeat the success of the early 2000s.
Well, Kevin, I think you have to look at the deep run into the playoffs from last year where they finally figured out the pieces they need to have around their great star, Luka Doncic. Obviously, you need shooting across positions, But I think one thing you need to consider if you're the Dallas Mavericks, paint protection is critical. High-level defenders are critical. So do you need that presence in the paint and a vertical threat at the cup to enhance Luka's skills even more?
And that's another area where he is just a superb. My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. In the corner, Irving with it. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Yeah, because Luka Doncic is such a threat to score it, it opens up the passing game, and boy, it is on display right now.
Now here's Jones. He points his last outing. Here's Starks. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 4 assists in the game.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
Irving against Starks. Doncic passes to Wood. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Irving. And the shot is long. Spurs leading by 4. And again it will go. Basket is good from Starks. That's 10 points for Captain Clutch.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And it'll be the Mavericks with their first time out here in the game. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And you know what, though? Not only did they get to the free throw line a lot, but they converted at a high clip.
Well, they pushed the action on the offensive end, strategically super aggressive, and it really paid off for them at the free throw line.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Doncic finds Green. Back to Doncic. Floats it up for Wood. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And let the big man eat. Throw it up to Wood, and he'll complete that.
Passes it to Starks. Unable to get that one. Nice D from Doncic. On the wing, Green. Johnson with the rebound.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Mavericks. 4-point game. And they double up Doncic over Johnson. They grant their own miss. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
What you love about Luka Doncic is he's this unique combination of size and skill. He could really play cross-positionally. He makes shots at all 3 levels. So dangerous.
Spurs making a switch here. Bassey's checked in. Well, technical fouls have been an issue for Luka Doncic since he entered the league.
First of all, you love his passion. But I think we've seen real progress in this regard. And that's because you understand if you're Luka Doncic, you need to play high minutes for your team.
And the Mavericks with possession here after the basket by San Antonio. Irving for 3. Doesn't go for him. And the Spurs going the other way now. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, and that one, unbelievable shooting display, especially from long range. That turned out to be the difference.
Well, and I think what that was a product of was their movement off the basketball. Just tremendous work on the perimeter.
Here's Doncic. After the made shot from Keldon Johnson. And it's Bullock missing.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Sohan, the pass to Jones. Here's Sohan. He's guarded by Bullock. To the paint. Here's Starks. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Here's Green, following the bucket by the Spurs. Doncic kicks to Bullock. Dallas again missing. Spurs leading by 8. Johnson outside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting
to jump out to this lead.
Dallas calls timeout. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they took on the Spurs.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. JaVale McGee's checked in for Christian Wood. Mike Powell comes in for Reggie Bullock. Hardy, he's checked in for Irving. And Derek White subbed in for Luka Doncic.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Mavericks trailed by 12. Hardy passes to White. And here is Green. Pass to McGee. A minute 42 left in the first quarter. Jones, the pass to Starks. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
And White kicks to Green. McGee dishes to Green. Can they get it? Powell trying to free himself up. Vassell grabs the board.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Drills it from outside.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
White finds Green. Back to White. Green left side. There's 45 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Clock at 6. Very pretty alley-oop.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I gotta say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Jones, the pass to Starks. Here's Bates-Diop, guarded by Powell. And Bates-Diop gets it to go.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Outside, White. Bassey pulls it in. Here's Starks. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. We've got more in store for you right after.
You know what time it is, man. Here comes.
And if you're just tuning in,
Substitution on the
for a
court.
different look here. JaVale McGee's checked in for Dwight Powell. Green comes in for Reggie Bullock. Hardy, he's checked in for Irving. And Derek White subbed in for Luka Doncic. Back to Starks. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Jones. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
That one on
Second
White.
team foul.
Evaluating recent attempts, Doris,
At the
to
line for the
create
Spurs.
super teams. They
Trey
haven't
Jones.
quite worked out as
At the line
planned.
for
have they?
2.
What we understand now is the game isn't played on paper. So many things go into winning. Chemistry, health, and if you risk your future trying to put together a super team with no consideration for what comes next, that can be problematic.
So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Hardy is out there with White. And it's Green, and there's JaVale McGee. And it's Wood in at the power forward. In transition, here comes San Antonio. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hi, guys. Well, they call him Captain Clutch. And in the last game against Minnesota, was a man determined. He had 44 points, and there was no answer for him all game long. It looked like he got whatever shot he wanted out there. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
All right, David, thanks. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
Yeah, he was the driving force behind that victory, but each night comes with different challenges.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter. Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the three. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
And it's denied. Jones, the pass to Starks. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And you can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Dallas calls timeout.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Peter Bates Diop's checked in for the Spurs. .144 left in the first half. Back to White. Here's the floater. He takes it up and lays it in.
Soft touch by Derek White. The floater, not an easy shot, but he puts that one on target.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Starks outside. The three-pointer no good.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
And so White will bring it up for the Mavericks. Green deciding where to go with it. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
He got a little ahead of himself there, trying to pull the team even.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Jones against White. From deep. Rebounded by Hardy. Dallas has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Green, no luck.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Down low, here's Starks. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Starks has got 23 points. Dallas has gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter, 4 for 8. Outside, White. Pass to Green. Here's Wood. Shot clock at 6. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's McGee. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Spurs out in front, opening up a huge gap. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Captain Clutch having a dominant impact in this game.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Well, one of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
On the court for San Antonio. They've got Collins. Starks is out there with Jones. Then it's Johnson. And it's Sohan in at the 4 spot. A shot by Starks, no good.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Irving against Johnson. Puts it up from 12. Irving can't hit.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be
firmly in the driver's seat. All the officials are all over that one.
It's his first trip to the line.
An 85% shooter there, and they've been able to count on him hitting his shots from the line.
Taking 2 shots.
So Johnson hits 2 of them.
It's easy to see why this team is excited about Johnson. He's a fantastic athlete with considerable upside.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
On the wing, Doncic. Defended by Jones. Baseline try. And that one's good. Doncic has got 19 points.
Consistent nightly scoring in the league is hard, but Luka Doncic showing he has the frame, the game, and the stamina to do just that.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Outside, Green. To the left wing. For 3, Bullock. They get it again. And the Spurs with possession. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Offensive rebound. A nice shot by Sohan.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
The Mavericks have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Dallas calls timeout. It's been quite a game for Captain Clutch.
Boy, he's really had their number. They need to make some kind of adjustment during this timeout.
Junior defense through.
Dallas making a switch here. Powell's checked in.
For your junior defense crew.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Doncic finds Green. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul. First team.
Dallas shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
At the line for Dallas. Josh Green taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Green. And for a while there, Greg, it seemed like we were entering the super team era. But lately, homegrown talent, players you draft and develop or sign and develop, seems to be the way teams are going.
Yeah, and it's not easy to maintain a culture when you're bringing in stars from outside. We've seen some cautionary examples here of late.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Snatched up. Sohan, count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunities.
Well, how about the effort on the glass? Even with this lead, I love that they're still going after it.
Vassell, he's checked in for the Spurs. Here's Doncic. It's on target from the high post. Doncic has got 4 this quarter.
Well, this guy is just a great decision maker with the ball in his hands. This time, Doncic takes what the defense allows. That's the mid-range game.
It's good.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Outside, Green. And there's the pass to Bullock. Irving for 3, and it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
Kyrie Irving, such a consistent threat to score from anywhere on the floor. That time he goes to the 3-point game.
The feed to Johnson. Passes to Sohan. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
First personal foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
San Antonio shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Yeah, really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Devontae Graham's checked in for Johnson. And And so he makes both from the line. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Doncic passes to Green. And Doncic throws it down.
Well, the tight handle allows Luka Doncic to make the pretty move off the bounce.
Graham kicks to Starks.
Child, please.
And that one is hammered home.
Oh, and he takes it right at the man who just scored on him.
That's the way to answer back with an in-your-face stuff. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Really heads-up play by Kyrie Irving. On time and on target pass. We've seen that before.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And I just love his competitiveness he's showing there. Team might be down, but a drive like that could spark them.
Well, after hitting one triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And, D.A., we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD. The two players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. They'll hit those all day long. David, thank you. Green dishes to Bullock. Doncic kicks to Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3, Bullock. The rebound by the Spurs. Sohan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Graham gets a wide open look. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Graham's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. Dallas has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the 3rd. Outside Irving. It's Powell on the wing. Doncic outside. Locked up there for Powell. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And the basket by Vassell. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for San Antonio.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
6 to shoot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. last game of the season is always surrounded with a lot of hope. Playoff hopes for most teams, and Greg, hopes for the future for the others.
In one way or another, every player is happy to reach this point, either so they can finally get their playoff run started or so they can get their well-deserved rest in the offseason.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. They've got Jones. Also Starks out there. Collins is out there with Keldon Johnson. And it's Sohan in at the 4.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Jones. After Luka Doncic's bucket, here's Starks. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Outside, Green. Pass to Doncic. Now Bullock. Back to Doncic. Just 5 to shoot. The wide open look here for Wood. The Mavericks rebound. Bullock passes to Doncic. The kick out to Irving. Goes up again, and Doncic lays it in.
Well, here is a player with great size and great instincts. It allows Luka Doncic to rebound consistently. Nicely done there.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And that one falls for Jones. And the Mavs fans are hoping this team, Doris, is poised to repeat the success of the early 2000s.
Well, Kevin, I think you have to look at the deep run into the playoffs from last year where they finally figured out the pieces they need to have around their great star, Luka Doncic. Obviously, you need shooting across positions, but I think one thing you need to consider if you're the Dallas Mavericks, paint protection is critical. High-level defenders are critical. So do you need that presence in the paint and a vertical threat at the cup to enhance Luka's skills even more?
Doncic gets to Green. Dallas moving the ball around. On the 3 off target. Spurs have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Starts the pass to Sohan.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
The pass to Doncic. Here's Green. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. And a look at the mobile 1 drive. Driving right into your living room.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Starks outside. Connects from 3-point range. Starks has got 7 points.
Are you kidding? 5 for 5, and they just got started.
Outside Irving. Back to Doncic. Passes it to Bullock.
Spurs foul. Trey Jones.
Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for San Antonio?
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
They are on fire, just in a great groove here early on.
Mavericks trail by 8. Doncic outside. Wood against Collins. Here's Irving. True on the 14-footer.
Well, smart play by Kyrie Irving. Just gets on the board in the mid-range.
Doncic against Jones. Makes it off the glass.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they took on the Spurs.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they need to be stronger on the glass They were completely outmatched in the last one.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
Devontae Graham's checked in for Jones. Pass to Sohan. Dishes to Collins. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Back to Doncic. No one near him. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Spurs leading by 8. Well, technical fouls have been an issue for Luka Doncic since he entered the league.
First of all, you love his passion, but I think we've seen real progress in this regard, and that's because you understand if you're Luka Doncic, you need to play high minutes for your team.
Doncic passes to Green. Here's Wood. He kicks it to Irving. Up top, Doncic. Graham defending. Outside Irving. Shot clock at 6. Misses the 3.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Keldon Johnson. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
A different look for Dallas. Mike Powell comes in for Reggie Bullock, and it's wide in for Irving. Now, here's Doncic. Powell kicks to Wood. Doncic feeling it out. Got a hand on it. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Here's Vassell, and he jams it with authority.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball. Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Starts outside to the middle, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Now, here's Doncic. 23 points for him the last game against Chicago.
You know what else impressed me? How infectious his tenacity was. Simply a wrecking ball on the boards, collecting huge amounts of rebounds.
Here's Vassell. After Luka Doncic's bucket, over Green. Boom, he jams it straight down.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam. Mavericks trail by 12. Outside, White. And it's Captain Clutch with the foul. That's his first foul. And Johnson, the pass to Sohan. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. And Jones has it in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Misses the layup.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
On the court right now for the Spurs, we've got Johnson. Starks is out there with Jones. Then it's Collins. And it's Sohan in at the power forward position.
Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your favorite.
And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. Evaluating recent attempts doors to create super teams. They haven't quite worked out as planned, have they?
What we understand now is the game isn't played on paper. So many things go into winning. Chemistry, health, and if you risk your future trying to put together a super team with no consideration for what comes next, that can be problematic.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. Well, they call him Captain Clutch. And in the last game against the Timberwolves, put on a show. He had 44 points, and he continued to connect from the foul line and the three-point line throughout the game. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
All right, David, thanks. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
Yeah, he was the driving force behind that victory, but each night comes with different challenges.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
Irving uses the glass to finish the layup.
Kyrie Irving is elite, finishing on the interior. Don't let the size fool you.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And no quit. Just keep playing the right way. Stay aggressive and try to battle back.
Takes it inside.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Pass to Hardy. And here is Green. Irving from long range. Rebound by Sohan.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
A shot by Starks, no good.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Bullock passes to Hardy. Back to Bullock. Takes a three. The rebound by the Spurs. Sohan's got his fourth rebound in this one. Here's Collins. Good. Nice job down low. Collins has got the lead up to 14 now for the Spurs.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Wood against Collins. 5 on the clock. Here's Wood. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Boy, you cannot leave him alone like that. Good form on the fadeaway jumper.
Well, Christian Wood has shown himself capable of being a 20 and 10 guy. But now he's looking to show he can be a winner as well.
Now, here's Johnson. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. A 12-point game. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger. And we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession. I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Now the Mavericks moving it up. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And there's the bucket as Irving finishes it off inside.
But what a wizard Kyrie is in the open floor. Utilizes his speed to help create open shots in transition. That's beautiful.
Now here's Jones. His last outing, he had 8 points. Johnson, good. And you hear about impacting, winning. How does Wood, Greg, take the next step in that regard?
Well, Kevin, we know he can make shots and block shots. I think it's just about consistency and decision-making. And then defensively, I think he's more than capable.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Dwight Powell comes in for Reggie Bullock. And it's White in for Kyrie Irving. Dallas moving the ball around. Now Powell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Wood with the bucket.
And that high skill level coupled with the 6'10 frame, and Wood looking more and more polished as a catch and shooter.
Here's Starks. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Baby, it is showtime. Now here's Hardy. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Here's Powell. As he pulls it in.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Wood comes with the double team. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. San Antonio with the ball. Outside, White. Powell inside. Here's Hardy, and he uses the glass on the lane. Hardy's got his first 2 points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Bates Diop. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Back to White. To the wing on the left. Here's Hardy. Offline with his 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
A shot by Starks, no good.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
I think we have to check his sanity because there's a number of better options on the floor.
Spurs leading by 11 and stolen by White. And finished off by Wood.
And there's a lot of power behind Woods' dunks. He's not going to get cheated when he takes it to the rim.
Vassell with it. Powell's there. Graham the pass to Bassie. And here is Vassell. 11 points for him in that last game against Minnesota.
Well, the defense wants to keep the ball out of that area. Why? Because if it gets in there, most players are going to finish.
And we finished one half of basketball. Spurs lead by 11. And don't...
The Spurs, 52.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Captain Clutch having a dominant impact in this game.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
Irving is out there with Doncic. Then it's Christian Wood. Then it's Green, and it's Bullock in at the power forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
This team needed a spark, and boy, did they get one with that incredible attack at the rim.
I tell you, he's making everything he looks at tonight. He should be their #1 option on every possession.
Doncic, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And they get it back. Starts the pass to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to.
Connects again from distance.
And his incredible shooting season continues.
Oh, up the history charts he climbs, GA. Now tied for 3rd all-time for threes in a season. Absolutely amazing.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Mavericks trailed by 13. Outside Irving. Green against Johnson. Here's Wood. He has 7. Rebound by Sohan. Sohan's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Johnson goes in. Here's Starks. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
For San Antonio, they have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight. JaVale McGee's checked in for Wood. And both free throws good for Starks. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Johnson against Green. Irving from long range. Bangs home the trifecta. Irving's got 5 points now this quarter.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow. And Kyrie Irving, a Picasso with the ball in his hands. And like a lot of genius-level creators, he marches to the beat of his own drum.
Doncic dishes to Bullock. Dallas moving it around. Shoots and out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. San Antonio making a switch here.
Sandro Mamukelashvili. Rana.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Back to Starks. From down in the low post, it goes. 32 points for Captain Clutch. And you know, Greg, Kyrie sometimes is just a tough guy to figure out.
And the danger is pulling too much in your own direction. Even he confessed regrets about in Cleveland withdrawing from teammates and isolating himself. All part of growth.
Starks with the steal. Now the pass to Sohan. Out to the right wing. He's covered by Irving. Lets the three fly. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. Outside Irving. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to McGee. Shot to stop the run. The rebound by the Spurs.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Dwight Powell's checked in for Dallas. White comes in for Josh Green. Johnson against White. Doncic outside. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
Keita Bates-Diop's checked in for the Spurs. Vassell comes in for Keldon Johnson. Starks outside. White covering. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Kicks to Irving. Back to White. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. White's got 10.
Oh, that is impressive stuff from Derek White. Defender in his grill, no problem.
Outside for Starks. Here's Bates-Diop. He has 6. And the basket by Starks. 37 points for Captain Clutch.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Pass to White. Back to Doncic. McGee with it. He feeds it to Irving. Shot clock at 5. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And here's Doncic from the arc. That one, no good. And the Spurs going the other way now. That one off the back iron and out.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
And you watch the way Doncic runs this offense. He's become a...
Substitution
Doncic in the pick and roll game. He's so good at such a young age.
It's amazing how well he reads the defense, but he can also freeze the defender or create confusion with that hesitation. He has all the tricks to run it.
Free throw good, Wood.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
So with Johnson on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. We've got Starks. He's out there with Devontae Graham. And it's Robinson in at the 3. Doncic outside. Now here's White. Here's Wood. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. San Antonio's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. To the paint, Starks. He doesn't hit that one. And it's Dallas the other way. Irving surveying the floor. He dishes it to Doncic. The kick out to Irving. And it's off from three-point range. San Antonio's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Irving with the steal, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Morris is checked in for Christian Wood. Maxi Kleber comes in for Reggie Bullock. Justin Holiday's checked in for Derek White. And it's Ntilikina in for Luka Doncic. Here's Bates Diop. Kleber defending, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. It's going to go on Markieff Morris. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
I also like how they've played in the painted area. They've made an effort to work on the inside and convert those chances.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
Isn't it great? The NBA is becoming a global product. More games are scheduled overseas. Doris, any locations you'd like to go to call a game? Maybe you and I could do a game in the Bahamas. How does that sound?
I love it, Kevin. If they're chipping it up, I'd love to be there. And think about it, beyond the travel and the opportunity to see the world, the opportunity to expose new fans to this game that we love so much, certainly not something to take lightly.
Starks outside. Outside for Robinson. The dish now to Starks. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
And we've seen not only some new trophies introduced, but Greg, some of the existing ones have been updated. You okay with that?
Oh, I am. In particular, a nice touch to have the previous winners etched into the base of the Larry O'Brien trophy. That's a great way to connect with the history of the game.
Here's Ntilikina. Graham defending. Trying to get something going. And he sinks the layup.
Well, that takes tremendous body control from Frank Ntilikina. Even with a physical defensive player, he stays composed.
Starks outside. He's looking for Kleber and finds him. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Ntilikina. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Taken away. It's stolen by Morris.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for San Antonio.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And when you look at the season for these guys, they have amassed a lot of wins, 57, and adding in tonight, it'll make it 58.
And not only are they on their way to winning this game, this also gives them a win in the season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Captain Clutch.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Starks kicks to Graham, dishes it to Robinson. The basket is good off the assist from Graham.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Now, here's Kleba. He's defended by McDermott. 5 to shoot. For the 3. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Well, this is what they want from Ntilikina. Come with an aggressive attitude and be confident in your three-point shot.
Graham with the ball. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
That's it, folks. The NBA regular season is in the books. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.
Hey, man. Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do. Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Get it started, man. Let's get it started.
I see you want to sharpen those passing skills. Let's get you going.
You got it. Come on, man.
We always be ready.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.